Keep forgetting to set my background up before we get in here. There we go. So now, what up, chat? There we go. That makes a lot more sense like that. I got some cool stuffs for the stream, actually. What up, food freak? What you mean bye-bye? You leaving me already? Well, check this out, food freak. You get to be the first person I start showing off to. Pause. So, I got this to replace the one that my ex-wife stole from me. She didn't steal it specifically. She stole all my shit. The last time I was in Colombia, I wasn't allowed to bring anything back. She beat me and took all my stuff. So I replaced this. So now this goes into my phone. This takes the audio or the microphone, and this takes the power. So now I can charge my phone and power. Oh, she got me for a lot more than that. She not only beat me, but she took my fucking. I bought a motorcycle out there that week. So that was a complete fucking waste. Put money in that shit to fix it up. Fucking, I spent like $7,000 the last time I was over there. And then we ended up fucking separating like that day. What up, Lucy? All right, so now we got the splitter. Food freak, it is what it is, man. You know, realistically, I marry her for better or for worse. After we got married, her fucking life just started going down the fucking toilet, and I was sacrificing anything and everything that I could to try to make her more comfortable because that's what men do for women they care about. And to be honest with you, my life was miserable. I was only able to tough it out because I loved my wife enough that her well-being was more important to me than my own. Once all of that shit changed, I was much better off, dude. Yeah, Lucy, I gotta go back. I can't remember the name you asked me to call you, so I gotta go back and research. So until then, we just gonna be Lucy. Justin Samuel. If anything, fool freak. The thing that I'm most fucking mad about out of that whole situation is that I feel like I tried to get over on God. So this may come as a surprise to most people, but I have had a lot of premarital sex in my lifetime. Yeah, believe it or not, I have. And I'm a Christian. So I don't necessarily want to be living like that, but I know I have urges. I know I have desires. So I decided to go out and date intentionally and find me a wife. So this way I could get married and do what I enjoy doing without it being a sin. Obviously, he wasn't going to let that work. That's not how it goes. God will not be mocked. Now, don't get me wrong. I really did love my wife. Still do, to be honest. Um, but like I said, I went out there with specific intentions, and God was not having it. And then on top of that, like I judged divorced people before that. You know, And now I'm a lot more sympathetic to their plight. I got me some new cologne today. So the Club de Nuit Intense Man, pause, is a clone of Creed Aventus. And I don't know, it gets really good reviews. Supposedly it smells exactly the same. Maybe not right away when you spray it, but after like 10, 15 minutes, what people say. That's about the original though. The one that I got, the Extrait de Parfum, people say that one is pretty much spot on. Now, like even from the very beginning. But I've never smelled the Creed Aventus before. I just tried that Club de Nuit stuff and I really liked it. So I've been buying it ever since, and I have never tried the real Creed Aventus. Now there's another Creed cologne called Millesime Imperial. The only real Creed that I've had so far was the Green Irish Tweed. That was their most popular one before uh, before what the fuck was I even gonna say? I don't know. I lost my train of thought. Green Irish Tweed, that's the only real Creed one I have. I don't know what the fuck I was saying about before. But anyway, Millesime Imperial is supposed to be a really good summertime fragrance. And like I said, I don't know if the Club de Nuit Intense Man really smells like Creed Aventus, but it smells good as fuck. Um, I don't know if this smells like Millesime Imperial, but I'm gonna find out if this smells good right now. Um, not a fan. Not a fan at all. I'm gonna have to give this to a chick. It smells like perfume. I gotta try it on first to know for sure. The shit smells different on your skin. But whatever. Food freak. I'm not a Christian, but I respect that and understand. One of my close friends is also a Christian. Food freak. I wasn't always a Christian. It came to a point in my life when the evidence was just undeniable. So I'm gonna share this with you only because I actually care. And when I say I actually care, I mean to be a Christian, it's like to be hungry and find food, right? And then now, um, you know there's a whole bunch of more people that are hungry, and you have a choice. You can either tell them where to find the food, or you can just be greedy and say fuck them and just keep it all to yourself. Those are pretty much your options, though. You know, I'm gonna tell them where to find the food. So it's like we were created, obviously. That part, I don't think really too many people deny. There's people that claim to deny it, but I don't think too many people really claim that we were denied by something intelligent. Um, Craig Laria, bro, weren't you on my other channel too? Bro, you were just on my other channel on the motorcycle channel, dude. That's what's up, man. Appreciate you. So maybe you might want to listen to this too. So obviously we were created because the creation in it of itself is proof of a creator. So if you ask me where I got my motorcycle and I told you that, oh well, I went to sleep, there was nothing in my driveway, and then all of a sudden there was an explosion, a random explosion out of nowhere. There was no catalyst, there was no fuel, but somehow there was an explosion. And as a result of that explosion, my motorcycle was created. There's no amount of alcohol in the world that'll get you to believe that shit. But because they've been feeding it to you since you were really young, they taught you about the Big Bang and how from nothing came everything. And when I say nothing in that respect, I don't mean the same nothing that I was comparing to the explosion that created my motorcycle. Because the nothing that created everything, there was no time, there was no space, there was no matter. Time, space, and matter. I'm quoting somebody now, paraphrasing. Time, space, and matter had to all three come into existence at the same exact time. Because if there was time, but I mean if there was matter but no space, where would you put it? If there was space but no matter, what would you put there? Right? And if there was time but no matter, and when would you put it? You know what I mean? So it's like you have all three got to exist simultaneously. It can't be time without anything for the time to affect. Can't Nothing can exist without the place to put it, and you can't have space with nothing in it. So obviously, there was an uncaused first cause that exists outside of time. Right now, a man named Jesus of Nazareth, that we call the Christ, documented, was born, lived, and died, and rose from the dead, and was witnessed by 500 people. Right? We're not talking about the Bible now. We're talking about historical documents, non-Christians, people that hated and persecuted Christians, all admit to all of this stuff. You know, so and then all of his followers, the people that were around at the time when he was roaming the earth, they all were willing to be martyred rather than deny his name. So, like, think about that. We were obviously created by something or somebody. Somebody came down here and claimed to be that somebody and gave such a convincing argument that people were willing to die before they would deny that shit. And then you want to get real technical about it. It's the only religion where God comes and meets you where you are instead of you having to go meet him. Every other religion is about you trying to be good and earn your way into God's presence and find out when you die if you pulled it off or not. Christianity is the one where God saves you. God puts in the work. He does what he got to do to make sure that you're good, not the other way around. It's a relationship with the creator. It's not a religion. The people that made a religion out of it is just as fucking corrupted as any other false religion. Pokes, hella hot. What is good with you, young lady? I did a blind buy on a cologne that I thought I was really gonna like, and I don't like it. Yeah, you're right, Pokes, hella hot. We might disagree on what that means, but we agree on its truth. So, what you're calling your higher self, to me, it's your soul. And yes, it's already with him. We can't feel it though, because we haven't made it there yet. And that's because we are within the dimension of time. He is not. So if he is not in time, time doesn't affect him. There is no time in heaven. How is he supposed to be waiting for anything? So we have to be with him already, because if we weren't, then it means he was affected by time, which he is not. So that's a mystery, obviously. Our brains are never going to really fully understand that, but I still know it to be true. Hey, dude, honest question for you. You do believe in the works, meaning like works to get into heaven? Absolutely not, and absolutely, all at the same time. And I'm gonna explain it to you right now in the simplest way that I can. So the if you do good works, that doesn't mean that you have faith. People can do good works without having faith. It's possible. But it will not balance out the bad works. There goes my bike. There's an R1 around the corner. So now, it's not possible to have faith and not do good works. It's possible to do good works without having faith, but it's not possible to have faith without the good works. So it's not the good works that get you into heaven at all. It's the faith only. But if you have the faith, you are going to be doing good works. So if you're not doing good works, that's an indication that you're not saved, that you don't have faith. And here's the way that I describe it, right? I've said this many times, and this is my own shit. Like I'm not quoting anybody on this. It's true that, and I'm not ignoring you, Pokes Out Loud. When I'm done, I'm gonna go back and read what you're saying. So it's true that if your house is on fire and you're woken up to a fireman breaking your window, and he's saying, "Hey, come with me. Your house is on fire." All you have to do to be saved from that fire is believe. If you believe what that fireman is telling you, you will be saved. Why? Because if you really believe him, you're going to leave all your shit behind and you're going to fucking jump in his arms and you're going to let him carry you out of the house and you're going to let all your personal belongings burn. No matter how much sentimental value they had, no matter how hard you work to get these things, if you believe what that fireman is telling you, you're going to leave everything behind. So, with that same logic, if you really believe what Jesus is telling you, you're going to leave everything behind. Everything. You're not going to think twice about it. You are going to be like, you know what? I'm out. And that's where the works come from. Folks, hella said the best version that you've been born with, but lost along the travels. Let me smell. You know what? Now I like it. I didn't like the original smell, but then once I fucking like actually sprayed it, because I have these little travel bottles. So I sprayed it into the travel bottle. As I was spraying, I'm like, yeah, that shit actually smells good. Good hearts only get in. Bro, you're so positive and understanding and forgiving. You have a gift, and I'm glad you're sharing it. You're a bigger, better man than I. I appreciate everything you said. I don't agree with you on the last part, bro. Not at all. You got to understand that if whatever I'm being called to talk about, I'm being called to talk about. That doesn't make me any better than you. If anything, it's the fact that I'm such an imperfect vessel is why God gave me this gift, man. I was a really horrible, horrible, disgusting person for a very long time, bro. And I was absolutely not forgiving at all. You know, at one point in my life, I had a philosophy, and I lived by this, that since they say karma comes back to you tenfold, whatever you do, I was going to disincentivize karma. And anything bad that happened to me, I was going to dish back out tenfold. So this way I would always stay ahead. That was my thinking, bro. And I said those words out loud. It's not like, I'm just summarizing now. So I got a lot to make up for. And God uses imperfect vessels to show that it's really him and not the vessel. That's what I was telling my friend about Trump today. Trump is not perfect by any fucking means whatsoever. That's why God's using him. Lucy said, okay, but more so meaning if you're a Christian and you believe in God, I'm not even going to disrespect God. And normally, when people misspell things, I pretend like I don't notice, but I'm not going to do God like that. You believe in God. Do you believe that enough just believing, or do you believe you actually have to live out your faith? See, that's the thing. It's that word belief. That's the tricky part. The Bible says even the demons believe. The demons believe that God is real. That's not enough. What's the word I'm looking for? Intellectual faith is not good enough. Knowing that God is real, God exists, God is the creator of the universe, not enough. It's to believe his word, to believe what he says, to believe in his promise, to trust and put your faith in him, to allow him to fight your battles for you, to forgive because he told you to, you know. Mainly forgiveness is the main thing, you know. That's the main thing that God wants from us is forgiveness. The Bible, I mean the Lord's prayer, the prayer that he left us with. Forgive us our trespasses as we forgive those who trespass against us. And don't forget that, but that's not a work. It is a work, but it's a result of faith. So basically, here's what I'm saying to you. Nobody that doesn't do good works is getting into heaven. It's not going to happen. Because everybody that really has faith and everybody that really believes is out there doing good works because they're thankful for their salvation. We appreciate what God did for us. We understand the sacrifice that he made, at least as much as we possibly can understand it. And we love him, so we do what he says because we love him. The people that do what he says because they think that's how to get into heaven, they have it all wrong. You can't earn your way. The Bible says you cannot, it's a free gift. You cannot earn it. So this way nobody can boast. If your works had anything to do with you getting into heaven, you'd be able to brag. But it's not about what you did, it's about what he did. Your works are evidence that you're saved. They're not the reason that you're saved. Fine man, say less. I'm burning my house. Be coherent. You hear it. Be coherent. You hear it. You're a poet and you ain't even know it. Off top, dudes. You have to give me that shirt. I love the Batman Lego movie. So why you don't have it? I love Super Mario. That's why I have all the Happy Meal toys. Craig Laria, I'm a 55-year-old Marine, Semper Fi, brother. Thanks for your service, man. My grandfather was a Marine, World War II, man. I really appreciate you guys. And I could not handle these kids who troll you. I'm just too old school, I guess. Oh, nah, bro. It has nothing to do with that. It has nothing to do with that at all. It's the YouTube that trained me. Like just like anything, just like basic training, right? I used to go off the handle, bro. Like I couldn't handle it either, you know. And then little by little, I learned that the more they comment, the more they chat, the more engagement my channel gets, the more reach my channel gets. YouTube spreads it to more people. When they really troll me, I get 50,000 people watching at the same time, right? And my channel's monetized. So I earn money from my views. So now when a troll is in here and I can spark a conversation with him and I can, treat him with love, which irritates him even more because they're looking for a problem. Misery loves company. First of all, I'm really burning them by doing that. Second of all, I'm setting a good example for the kids that are not trolls, you know? And third of all, it's like the longer I get them to talk, the more money I'm making. So I'm sitting here getting somebody angry and I'm earning money because his anger is causing him to constantly make fucking comments in the chat like, dude, it's a fucking win-win. The reason that you found my channel is because of these trolls that were fucking trolling. They all their comments let YouTube know that my channel is worth spreading out to people. And then on top of that, man, I really am a Christian. Like I really do believe, and I really did some really, really fucked up shit in my lifetime. Like stuff that's like so bad that I don't even feel comfortable repeating it on here. Like I've everything that I've done, like that I really regret, like the real horrible stuff, I've confessed, and I've shared with I don't agree with the Catholics that you confess to the priest, you confess to God, but you confess to your peers too, your fellow Christians. So I've made my peace, but the things that I've done are so horrible that I am absolutely the last person that has any fucking right to judge. Like the worst thing that I've ever done, I have never heard of somebody doing worse. Somebody that I know. I've heard like on the news and shit like that, you know what I mean? Like, but as far as like, people that I've known, people that I've lived around, like people that were, anywhere close to me, I've never heard of anybody that could possibly hold a candle to the worst thing that I did. And I still regret that shit. And I was 17 years old when I did it. I'm 43 now, about to be 44. And I still have like, this shit sitting on me when I was 17. Lucy. Okay, say you believe you put your faith in him. Is that enough? Do you think actually I read this already? So Craig, check this out. You want to see Gramps? So he was 23 in this picture I'm about to show you. And when I was 23, I looked just like him. I had the clean shave and everything. That was my grandfather, man. I used to call him Pop. He raised me. My mom left my dad when I was 2 and moved into my grandfather's house, and him and my grandmother raised me since I was little. That's the homie right there, though. Thank you for your service. I have a sister in security force. One is a retired Air Force. Alyssa, do you know what a whack is? You give grades. I need to learn how to do that as well. Bro, it took some learning. It wasn't easy. But once you do it, it just becomes easier and easier because it's easier on you. Nobody gets anything from your anger except you. Anger is the punishment you give yourself for something that somebody else did. All right. So forgiveness, God don't call us to forgive for the other person's sake. Forgiveness is not something for them, it's something for you. You're releasing yourself of the feeling of being wronged. That's what forgiveness is. Just letting go, not letting it bother you, just being happy. What do you benefit from letting yourself get angry, letting yourself be upset, letting yourself feel negative? Like, bro, life is really short, and there's too much out there, bro. Like, there's too much to be thankful for, first of all. If you can see and you can hear and you can walk and you have a roof over your head and you eat every day and you have running water and you have anybody in your life that loves you, bro, you're winning, you know? Imagine letting somebody get the satisfaction of taking you out of your zone of appreciation for those things. Like imagine having all of that shit going for you and still being unhappy for any amount of time because somebody pulled you out of your fucking character. Psh, hell no. I'm not allowing that shit. I used to, but hell no. Stud. Gramps pop. Yeah, that was my pop. And he was a piss at my grandfather. I remember dude, I wasn't even in school yet. All right. I was a little kid. And I just wanted to go out and talk to him. But he wasn't he was very intimidating, but he was very loving. And if you wanted to talk to him, he would talk to you. He wasn't gonna brush you away and nothing like that. But the way I approached him, he was mowing the lawn. And I go up to him like, hey Pop, what are you doing? So he shuts off the lawnmower and then he looks at me, he goes, I'm picking apples off a cherry tree. So then I was like, no, you're not. You're mowing the lawn. And he goes, yeah. Well, ask a stupid question, get a stupid answer. And then he turned the lawnmower back on and just went about his business like nothing was said. That was my pop. Funny as shit. I'm gonna have to pay you now. You my new therapist. You know how you pay me? Watch my fucking videos. I get paid for my views. So if you watch my videos, I'll get paid, and you don't even have to come out of your pocket, and everybody's happy. Lucy, I should know soon. Used to make me so mad, and now wait. Soon, someone used to make me so mad, and now you're happy and calm. Is that what you saying? I hope your channel blows up. You're sending good messages and goodwill. We need more of this, man. Appreciate you, bro. I do too. I don't even really care if it necessarily blows up. Like I don't need it to be some fucking crazy, you know, big channel. I just want to be able to replace my job. I want YouTube to just be a full-time living for me, and I'll be happy. Oh, I should know, dude. Dude used to make me so mad, and now I'm happy. Yeah, yeah. See, all right. So check this out, Lucy. I'm not trying to call you out, but I'm using you as an example right now. If it wasn't for this, I wouldn't even mention this, right? So, Lucy, right, is supposed to be a friend. Lucy's supposed to be somebody I could trust. Lucy means a lot to me, right? And Lucy sent me a message on another platform where you have the ability to message each other, letting me know that she was blocking me. And whatever reason that she has, I'm not the only one, or whatever the case may be, obviously, that's something that would piss anybody off. But I wasn't even gonna say nothing. And that shit really don't bother me. Like it is what it is, you know? Gotta go. Nice to catch you live. Catch you tomorrow, maybe. Food freak. Appreciate you, food freak, as always. You have yourself a wonderful night. You know, I don't know where the fuck Cam is at. I set this stream up to be a split screen. Um, yeah, I didn't reply, Lucy, because I wasn't happy. I wasn't happy about it. I have nothing nice to say, so I didn't say nothing at all. Um, yeah, so I set this stream up to be a split screen with with Cam, my co-host. Lucy, it's all good. You good. Whatever's best for you. You know that. You absolutely know that. So, you know, you got my bless. Just telling you how I felt about it. And how I felt would have felt differently at a different point in my life, but you grow up, you mature, things change. Moto Go. We back from the deli. What do you ride, Moto Go? And have you ever seen the Babe? No. Back up a little bit. You can give you a pause. Bro, you been putting in work on YouTube. I mean, not really. I'm just chilling. That's the beautiful thing about my content, right? My motorcycle channel is just me with my camera and just posting every time some cool shit happens. And so like I have it set up on this mode where it records 30 seconds, and then if you don't save it, it deletes that shit. And then it just keeps replacing that. So there's always 30 seconds loaded up on the camera. So at any given time, some cool shit happens. then all I gotta do is hit the save button and I got it. So then this channel is just me just talking. I get home from work, I light me up a little, a little something, something, relax a little bit, and if it wasn't for this, what I would be doing is scrolling on YouTube and watching other people, So instead of that, I pull this up and now we got a whole crew of people. And remember, so since I got two channels, what I used to do all the time was I'd be on the motorcycle channel and I ride home or whatever. And then once I get home, I didn't want to end the stream because like the regulars would all be in there and everybody would be chilling. So, and then now since I'm not riding anymore, like I actually get to read the chats. So I don't want to end the stream. So I would just stay on stream afterwards and just chill. Like I was chilling with my friends. And then I started with my IRL friend. I started the Unc podcast, which is this channel. And I feel like when I get home, this is why I switched out from the other channel to this channel. When I get here, it's like it only makes sense. Like the motorcycle channel, when I'm actually riding the motorcycle, that's the channel that I'm on. And then when I want to just chill here and chop it up with everybody, I switch to the podcast channel because that's what this content is anyway. If you go watch any of the fucking videos, it's me having a conversation about something. DJI Mic Mini is fire, connects to your camera, and it connects to your phone too. Are you saying that because you know that's what I use, or are you recommending it to me? I also have the DJI Mic 3. So that's this one right here. This one is cool as shit because the clip is separate. So if you use the magnet like I do in my helmet, um, it's a lot easier access to it and it's not as bulky. And the Mic 3 is amazing. Fucking amazing. Now, I also have the Mic 2, but I'm gonna give that to somebody because I don't need it anymore. The Mic Mini I bought because for the Mic 3 and the Mic 2, on both of those, I have the transmitter only. To buy it with the receiver is real expensive for both of those, like $400 type shit. But the Mic Mini was only like I think it was like $80 for the whole set for the two transmitters and receiver. So I bought those for the live because for the live I need to be able to plug it into my phone. So if I try to connect it with the through Bluetooth or whatever, it sounds horrible. So the only way to really get good audio on a live is to have the receiver transmitter combo. So that's what all I did. So yeah, now I have I also had the Rode Wireless Go 2. That's one of the things that my ex-wife stole from me. So in Colombia, I ended up leaving behind the Rode Wireless Go 2, DJI Mic 2, Insta360 X5, the DJI Osmo Action 4, the fucking DJI the 7P, the Osmo 7P, the gimbal. And then my clothes. Forget about my clothes, my chain, my fucking ring, my fucking Prada shoes. Oh man, every fucking thing. But as far as all my electronics, that's what I left behind. And when I got back here, I replaced first I bought the mic mini. Then I replaced the mic 2. Never replaced the wireless, the Rode mic though. I wasn't really a fan of the Rode. I like the DJI much better. Um, and then instead of the Insta 360 X5, I replaced that with the DJI 360 camera, the Osmo 360. I bought another Osmo Action 4, which I want to now upgrade to the 6. Yeah, but here goes the mic mini with the receiver. You know what? I want to put this shit on. I can smell it in the air, but I want to see how it smells on me. I got hit in the face with the dodgeball. At least you didn't get hit in the face with a bowling ball. Yo, anyways, even though you said that shit, like the way you worded it, I still probably would have paused that. Like, how you gonna come up in the chat telling people you take balls to the face and you don't even pause that shit? Like, regardless of how you worded it, that's crazy. I can't tell if I like this shit or not. It's like I do and I don't. It's like there's certain smells in here that I really like, and there's certain ones that I don't. And it reminds me of something. I can't think of what. Like a Glade plug-in or something. Yeah. It's like a fancy, high class Glade plug-ins Hawaiian breeze. That's exactly what it smells like to me. All right, I fucks with it. And then I almost got hit again, but I blocked it using my boxing skills. Oh shit. Muhammad Ali. Lucy said, once when I was 17, when I was 17, I drank some very good beer. I drank some very good beer that I purchased with a fake ID. My name was Brian McGee. I stayed up listening to Queen when I was 17. Who knows what that's from? When I was 17, I was playing baseball with my brother and his friends, and my brother pitched, and this one guy hit it over the fence and broke a police car windshield. Ooh, with him in the car. Ooh. One day when I was real young, I was sword fighting with this chick, right? With twigs. Like we were little kids. And this girl lived like 2 doors down and we grew up together. We each had a twig and we were sword fighting with them, right? And that bitch caught me in the fucking eye, bro. Scratched my cornea. I had to get a fucking I had to go to the doctor. They didn't even know surgeon. They put some gel in it. And it was a patch over my eye, which is why I'm really surprised that I don't remember how old I was because the patch was on my eye for my birthday. And I remember I wanted one of those cool pirate patches, but they wouldn't give it to me. Pause exemption approved. Whoa, 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 whoa. Pause exemption. I called for a pause exemption. Oh wow. No, I did not call for the pause exemption, and I did not call pause, and that was crazy. I guess like subconsciously, since I was talking about with a chick, like I didn't think to pause it. But yeah, that's crazy. Sword fighting is wild. Yeah, and even though I clarified twigs, just like I was telling Alyssa, right? You can't be talking about catching balls to the face without pausing it, no matter how you word that shit. Like you can't be talking about sword fighting without pausing that shit, no matter how you word it. So yeah, I violated just now. I absolutely violated just now. Oh, there's one more thing in here. Pause. This is mandatory. The jury got you. Yeah, facts. I'm convicted. Thrown under the jail. Did you guys hear about Fabulous? So first of all, does anybody here know about the podcast called Let's Rap About It? Was it a chick from Thailand? Nah, she was actually half Chinese and half Jamaican. So now I got me these right angle 90-degree USB-C adapters. So now my wires don't gotta keep getting all messed up. Boom, that shit plugged into the bottom of my phone, and now my wires get to stay straight. And I got my splitter to use in conjunction with it. Oh, yeah, so much better. What you talking about, Abby? Can you hear me or what? Yeah. If you hear me. Can somebody let me know if you can hear the words that are coming out of my mouth? Uh, my boyfriend's ex is pissing you off. Well, that's because you're too young to be having. Oh, I have my headphones with me all day today, and I didn't know that. That sucks. That's because you too young to be having a damn boyfriend, and you shouldn't be worried about having no boyfriend. You should be worried about school. Lucy said, "I'm fluent in 5 languages." Well, that's good for you, Lucy. And no, I did not know that. So is my ex-wife, actually. I'm probably 6 now. She was learning Russian too. He makes me do my homework. How about you just do your homework? Also, did you ever check your email? No, I did not. Thank you for reminding me. Do you know Russian mama? Nah, who's that? Nah, but I'm not even joking, Abby. I'm telling you from experience, man. It's like my whole life has been one toxic relationship after another, and it takes a lot out of you. And me, even though I have my things to complain about, and the women that I was with have done fucked up things to me or whatever, like what I consider to be fucked up, it's a lot of it was just innocent, just not even thinking about it. Like they weren't even doing it on purpose. And that shit would bring the worst out of me. And then I've done a lot of hurtful things and said a lot of hurtful things to them, even though I really care for them, love them, and everything. Let me tell you something. Dating at your age, man, it leads to nothing but problems. You have enough trouble already with your mental health. So it's like that's one more thing that you just don't need because it's ups and downs. It's not easy to be in a relationship. Like it's a lot more bad than good. Uh, Pond Angler, what up, bruh? Lucy said, I know English, Italian, Russian, German, and French. Nice. All I know how to say is hi and no. Uh, 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 Oh shit, Pine Angler busted out a new song. Uh, 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 Yo, that's how you know you make uncomfortable as shit, right? Cause I'm on the internet. Anybody can see this shit. And you see how often that I'll just bust out in song and just start singing random shit. Like some of it is other people's songs, and some of it is shit that I'm just making up off the top of my head, like about the cars around me and shit. It's like think about that. Like I'm a grown ass man with a regular job and all that shit, and I'm out here just singing random fuckery on the internet where anybody can watch because you guys just make me feel that comfortable. Although I must say, when I'm just like randomly like freestyle rapping about random shit, like the cars around me and everything, and like I'm hearing the shit that's coming out of I'm like, that actually wasn't bad. I don't know if I'm just like feeding myself some bullshit or whatever, but like it just all seems to come together. And I'm like, yo, like I surprise myself sometimes. Check this out. My landlord's friends have a dog, and look at these two little fuckers right now. The little one right. Go back up there, buddy. Come on, go back up there. Yeah, yeah, honey, go up there. They want to get in because somebody's making food. Moto goat, nah, I never made it out there, man. Oh shit, it was good. No, damn! I just dropped that bottle of cologne. Like, definitely almost broke all over the place. I would have been so upset. In 2017, when I got into that motorcycle accident, totaled my ZX6R. Right, I had a bottle, a full bottle too, of Issey Miyake in my bag, and it broke. And I really liked that bag. It had stash pockets and shit, and it broke inside the bag, and there was fucking glass on the inside of it. And I had the bottle in the fucking sunglasses pocket. There was a plush like velour pocket for sunglasses, so you could throw them in there without a case and not have to worry about scratching them and all. And I used to use them. I had some really nice Ray-Bans that I didn't want to scratch. Um, Glass all in that pocket, and it stunk, man. It was so strong for such a long time. I don't know, man. See, the fucked up thing is with this, it's like I would have to use it for a while to really know if I like it or not. And this is like something I would wear only to the beach. Oh man, so what up, chat? Yo, those dogs are so fucking greedy, man. Greedy little efforts. Nobody's coming for you, man. You're stranded, bro. Not much my calf hurts. But why? What happened to your calf? Our body cold is by I hear good things about Almighty Cold. I gotta try that shit. I always like the Aqua di Gio, so I'm sure I would like Almighty Cold. I like really the one that I really really love right now is that Aventus clone that I have. That fucking Clubbed in the Wheat Intense Man. Bro, that shit smells like smoky pineapples and shit, man. That shit smells good. I like that. I got the new Prada shit, the Prada Paradigm. That shit is good. It's a little heavy though. It's not something I really would want to wear on like a really hot day. Um, I got the YSL myself. I like that shit. I got Gucci Guilty Black. That one's pretty good. It's not the best, but it's not bad. I got the Versace. Oh, dude, I got the Versace. I gotta get another bottle of Dylan Blue. I like the Dylan Blue, but I got the Versace Eau Fresh, and I'm so glad it was a blind buy, and I'm so glad I bought that because that smells very similar to the Issey Miyake that broke in my bag when I crashed my bike, and I'm superstitious, so I won't fucking buy Issey Miyake anymore. But I really love the smell, so it's not exact, but it's close enough, and I'm really happy about that. We have to do 20 laps and 20 minutes of jump rope. So I think I pulled something in my calf. Low key forgot how to spell rope. It happens. But look, that's why I say try not to rely on your phone too much. You know, even when I'm doing math, like at work when I was doing like important math, I would always do it in my head so I wouldn't lose the skill, and then I would do it on the calculator just to make sure it was right. If I couldn't take a chance. Now, honestly, the way I see it, the best way to learn, like right now, like I feel like if it was up to me, how kids are taught in school, you would have to go until at least ninth grade with no electronics at all. And then once ninth grade hit, you would learn how to use the electronics. So this way, like you don't get left behind. Because obviously all of that stuff helps. So you need to learn how to use it. That's one of my biggest regrets in life is letting technology pass me by. So like I really don't know how to do anything on a computer that's not spelled out for you. And everything that I do when it comes to anything, editing videos or, you know, fucking upgrading storage or anything that I have to do on my computer, I literally have to watch somebody do it on YouTube. I can't even just read instructions. Like I have to watch somebody on YouTube do it and then I can do it. And a lot of times I'll be pausing the video and doing one step at a time. You know what I mean? It's a tedious process, and I wish I would have been more technology minded at a younger age because the older you get, the harder it is to learn new things. You can still do it, but it's not the same. Unless it said damn loud ass bike. Yeah, and that sounded like a dirt bike or something. I don't like how the four-stroke dirt bikes sound. I know they're really powerful, but they just sound so weak. Like the two strokes, they sound way more like efficient. The four strokes just sound like I don't know. It sounds like it's just wasted energy. Like I can't even explain why it sounds like that to me, but it sounds like that. They sound like cheap knockoff teeny bikes. Oh man, so what's up, chat? What's everybody up to? Two strokes sound a bit more efficient. Um, you know what? I really gotta give you credit for that one because two reasons. Right? Um, this is not the motorcycle channel, so I don't even have grounds for a pause exemption, and I have never declared a pause exemption on the motorcycle channel. I declared a pause exemption for the word ride on the motorcycle channel, just because that would kill the joke. Like, how often are you gonna keep pausing the same word? So the word ride is declared pause exempt in the other channel, but I have never declared two-stroke or four-stroke cars exempt. So you got me fair and square on that. Jen Ruger. What is good with you, Jen Ruger? Jen Ruger says, "Hey D, hope you're doing great." Well, I hope you're doing great too, Jen Ruger. I'm absolutely doing great and much better now because you popped your head in the chat and cheered me up. So I appreciate you for that. Motor go. Damn, out of jurisdiction. Yeah, man. Got me. Got me dead to rights. And Alyssa is a tough one. She don't really slip very often. When she does, it's amazing. It's like, wow, that was fucking crazy. I can't believe you had the nerve something so wild and not, but it's rare. And I caught her slipping twice yesterday. I believe it was yesterday. So good show. Listen, all great thanks. It's 1:43 here in South Africa. That's not so bad, but that's still past my bedtime. Yo, buddy, it's okay. It's just food. You eat every day. You act like you got such a rough life. Everybody loves you. Everybody pets you. You got so many toys, right? They give you people food. You have sleepovers with your friends, and you over here crying. You know, you could be a junkyard dog. I mean, you're not built for that, so you couldn't be a junkyard dog. But like, there's junkyard dogs, bro. Like, do you notice that? Yeah, there's dogs out there that don't have any interaction with anybody all day. The only people they see, they bite, and you over here fat, complaining because somebody's in there eating without you. Just a little brat, spoiled brat. Did you say when you were doing? Did wait? You did today when you were doing the word with what I caught you out there on a crazy one? Yeah, I'm talking to you, little brat. Now you're happy because somebody's petting you. Gotta be the center of attention, a little spoiled brat. See, little man over there, he's chilling. The little dog, their friend's dog, the one that they're fucking dog sitting right now, you would think was a little fucking shit because it's a tiny dog, right? And the motherfucker's good by himself. Like he don't need your attention. Like he's not thirsty, you know. But if you call him over, dude, he will fucking come over and chill with you and sit on your lap and love it. Yeah, Jen. So earlier today when I was at work, since I can't go live at work, I mean I can't really be attentive to the live at work. But I watch it though. And I was flipping through the shorts feed and I stumbled upon somebody's live that had a riddle on the fucking stream, like in the background, and the chat was going crazy, like arguing with each other over what the answer was. So what's it called? I'm like, let me try that. Let me throw that shit up there and give people something to interact with each other over, even though I can't be in the stream right now. Yeah, they are. But this one is so cool. Let me show you. Hey, buddy. Onyx, come here. Come here, buddy. Hey, come here, little boy. Come here, little boy. Yeah. Hey, he's so good. Hey, he's so good. And now he's getting attacked by the other one because the other one is fucking jealous. But this one's just cool. Like he doesn't need anything from you. If you want to be nice and you want to show him some love, he's more than willing to come accept any kind of love that you want to throw his way. Pause. But he's not desperate and jealous. So he's just over here chilling, right? And then the other fucker's like, no, 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 I want to be pet. Well, he's a spoiled brat, that's why. Looking all fancy with his little scarf. Yeah. Looking all zesty. You see what color that scarf is? Right, buddy? You look like a zesty. Honest. What's up, buddy? What's up, little boy? I know. I know. Cooper's a bully. I know. I know. Cooper, back up, little bastard. Yo, have you seen what they do with the Honda Dio scooter scene in New York? Nah, what do they do? I gotta look that shit up. And is it something you can do to the ground? What's up, Betty? You good boy? Yeah, you good boy. Cooper, can you stop doing it, bro? Cooper, back up. Come on, don't keep me in suspense like that, man. What do they do? Cooper, beat it. Go to your house. I don't bite. I know you're such a good boy. I know. I know. And I never get a chance to see you. I know. You never. And then that's the other thing. The little shit dog, right? This is how good of a dog this little shit dog is. He don't even fucking know me. The other dog is not my dog. It's my landlord's dog. I spend a lot of time out here, which is where the dog is at. Um, what's it called? The little shit dog is their friend's dog that they're dog sitting, and this is only like the second or third time that they've done that since I've lived here. The little shit dog is just cool as fuck, man. Like he's just down to chill, and they're usually such assholes. Moto Goat, you killing me right now, bruh. Put me on game. Inquiring minds want to know. Do 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 do. They import Dio scooters from DR, customizing JDM style. Be popping really a little quiet. So I'm not even familiar with the Dio scooter. So it's a Honda. I'm assuming you said Honda Dio. Nah, bro, I gotta look that shit up. Reason I was asking if it was anything they do you you could do to a Grom. Maybe that's why the fucking Grom motors cost so much now. I need it. My Grom motor's blown, man. I either need to rebuild it or replace it. And I'm trying to figure out the easiest, most efficient, cheapest way I can do it. Nah, I gotta see that shit though. I love seeing minis race. There's a place over here, Cafe 27 on Highway 27, where they do all kinds of like motorcycle racing outside. I don't remember seeing any minis racing, but I've seen 300s though. And it's funny because over there, you got all these like turbo fucking Jixers and R1s and S1000 double Rs and CBR 1000 Fire Blades and all of them are fucking racing. And you watching them cooking by all day, right? And then all of a sudden these 300s line up. Hey, you watching them all day. You're like, pew, pew. I think they two stroke. Pause. Don't forget to pause that before Alyssa comes down on you like a hammer. Pause. She's in here patrolling. Oh man. I hereby declare stroke. No, it has to be either two stroke or four stroke. I'm not blanketing the word stroke on my channel and giving somebody a fucking pass. So I hereby declare two stroke and four stroke to be pause exempt on the motorcycle channel only. Jan Ruger, Alyssa sounds like a gangster. Sounds gangster. Yeah, she's a mod, and she's really smart. And ever since I put her on to the pause game, she's just a natural. And she fucking catches me out there all the time. And she never slips. Pause. And then it's funny because she just started high school. So she's in school calling pause all day, spreading that shit like wildfire in her school. And like I'm responsible for corrupting her. So it's like to know that I started a chain reaction that's gonna have a whole school calling pause. That's an honor. But he said they got one strokes. Yeah, but you know what? I'm not pause exempt in one strokes. That's crazy. You need to call pause on that. I could totally understand why somebody would mention a two stroke or a four stroke and not pause it. But you talking about one stroke? Yeah, that's crazy. You should feel uncomfortable even talking like that in public. Shouldn't be able to forget to pause that shit. Like when Yeet Man was like, "Oh, that shit goes right down your throat. It's not that bad." How do you say those words and not feel uncomfortable as they're coming out of your mouth? Like how you got to be reminded to call pause on something that crazy. I don't know, man. Maybe I was just raised in a different time or a different place, but it's like, I feel like this motherfucker. The only time you say words like that is when you pointing at a doll and telling the fucking cop what a bad man touched you. Like that's crazy. Some words you just don't say. Yo, check this out, right? In New York, that's so fucking common. Oscar De La Hoya was doing a press conference with Ryan Garcia, right? In Madison Square Garden in New York City. So he was like, "Yeah, Ryan Garcia is hungry to get on top." And the whole crowd was like, "Hey, yo, whoa, pause, no Diddy." Like you hearing people calling out from every which direction, like, "Yo, who mans is this?" Jen Ruger. Gotta go do some art and get to bed. Good night, guys. Take care. You too, Jen Ruger. Thank you. Thank you so very kindly for popping up. Pause and showing your face in here. We appreciate you. Good night and good luck with your art. Yeah, he is like, yo, what the fuck? And then even Ryan Garcia was like, yo, you gotta pause that, man. You gotta pause that. Well, yeah, New Yorkers are ruthless with the pause. So it's like that's why I'm so quick to pause everything because I'm just so used to it, just being from a place where, especially if you call pause on shit, like if they'll get you regardless if you do or not. But if you've ever called pause on something, you better call pause every time because if you don't, like if you're a pause caller and you miss one, yo, they're never gonna let you hear the end of it. Like the way we play the game, it's like if you don't call pause, then like everybody gets to assume that you actually meant it like that, and then you start getting the crazy look. Like, ew, yeah, that's nasty, bro. What the fuck? You did what? Oh man. So there's a oh yeah, I started talking about it earlier, but there's a podcast called Let's Rap About It. And it's four older rappers. One that's not really that old. So three older ones and one that's not really that old. You got Jim Jones for the Diplomats. You got Mano. You got Fabulous, and you got Dave East. Dave East is the younger one. So they keep pausing Mano. And Mano always had a reputation for being like a real, like hardcore gangster dude in the streets. Like people were scared of him. Like he punched a lot of people in the mouth. Like even after he became a rapper and he was famous and all that shit, and he had shit to lose, like he was still real quick to knock out some teeth. Like so, the four of them do the podcast together, and they pause each other, on a regular basis. But Mano is not good with that shit. He doesn't like the game. He doesn't want to play pause, and they keep pausing him. And then since he's uncomfortable about it and it shows, somebody made a whole YouTube and Instagram channel dedicated to the clips of Mano's pauses called Pause Mano. Maino. Pause Mano. And it got to be enough for him and he quit the show. He got all of his feelings about getting paused all the time and quit the fucking show. Alyssa said, I actually paused someone today and he was like, I would say that now. I was like, yes. And now I'm like, yes. Yo, I can't wait until someone was like, took his start pausing the teacher. Like, that's gonna be funny. And the teacher says some crazy shit. So I was like, hey, yo, that's crazy. you know, you gotta quote him. Hey, yo, such and such and such is crazy. What up, legend? I heard back from the bike mechanic repair gonna cost me like 40,000. Sheesh. Sheesh, that sucks, bro. But I mean, but everything's gonna be fixed brand new, like nothing ever happened. Man, that sucks, bro. Yeah, hell yeah, that shit is crazy work, man. My man want to ride a Ducati Superleggera to work every day. That's the type of shit that goes down. I paused my English teacher. He started laughing so hard. Yo, that's fucking great. Oh, you just made my day. How do you not tell me these things? Holy shit, man. Yo, that's fucking great. And you know, he went home and told his friends, oh man, my favorite student paused me today in class. Yo, that's fucking nuts, dude. Them YN teachers crazy. Yeah, yeah. That's what I'm saying. I already know. Oh man. That's why I'm totally not surprised. I'm just like, yes. That's fucking great. Because you know that teacher already knows what pause is. You know, he already be calling pause outside of work. And when his student paused him, that was like a proud moment. That's where that belly laugh came from. In his mind, he was like, fuck, I wanted to call pause so bad, but I didn't think it was appropriate. Here comes Alyssa checking me. Pause checking me. When two words collide. Oh shit. He was talking about an assignment. How did I not ask you what he said? Well, I'm over here trying to picture it. I should have just asked you. Like you're gonna forget. Um, it's because he was talking about an assignment, but he said if it's too hard, just push through it. You got this. Yo, yo, yo. He said, if it's too hard, just push through it. You got this. And I can see you like without hesitation. I can see you like pause, bursting out with pause. Like it's not like it took a second or nothing. Like you probably didn't even let him fully finish talking. Pause. It was probably like there was probably a microsecond where both of your voices were being heard at the same time. Guaranteed. When two worlds collide. Oh, okay, okay, that makes a lot more sense. And then my guy friend said, got hard and we talking. And my guy friend said, got hard and we talking. Wait, what? Wait. That was his response to you pausing the teacher? Or that was some other random pause? Um, you meant to say you want to be on another T-shirt? Is that what you meant to say, Alyssa? Yo. And then my guy friend said, "Got hard. Are we talking?" Oh shit. That was a guy friend of mine that said, "Hey, yo, how hard are we talking?" After I okay, oh, okay, all right. Now it all makes sense. All them Freudian slips were fucking it up. Yeah, that's great. And he threw in the Ayo. Oh man, see the Ayo is crucial, crucial, because then it's like almost like you're disgusted by it. Like that's the tone you want to put forth. Disgust. Like how dare you? How dare you talk like that around my virgin ears? Yeah, so the AO is see when we pause each other, like when we just like when you say something and I just say pause for you or you just say pause for me and like that's just a nice thing to do, but that is not the consequence of missing a pause. The consequence of missing a pause is getting called out like, hey, yo, you did what? Excuse me? You know there's kids watching. That's how you're supposed to hey yo somebody. Simply calling pause when they should have called pause for themselves. That is not a consequence. That's the stamp. Hey yo. Uh-huh. Because when you say it with disgust, that like, nah, exactly, exactly. Yeah, real quick, they're like, "Oh, no, 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 I didn't mean that. Not like that, not like that." Oh shit. Yeah, somebody today at work was telling me a serious story. Like there was no joking around at all. And Buddy got to a part where he's like, "Yeah, so my mom pulled it out." I was like, "Bro, pause, bro." Like I gave him the courtesy of pausing him instead of yoing him. But even like at work during a serious conversation with somebody that does not call pause, nobody's safe. Not even my boss, man. I used to pause my boss at the safety meetings. Like literally, he'd be giving a lecture at the safety meeting, and if whatever he said wasn't approved, I was like, pause. Like I said, same thing. Like I wouldn't AO him. I would give him the courtesy pause. But if it wasn't a safety meeting, you know, I AO him. Like the time, this was fucking hilarious. There was one time, like some of our customers are like sell nursery products, like flowers and shit like that, and we saw what's it called, like the shit that they need, to grow the plants and store the flower pots and everything. So we deal with people that grow the plants, and we deal with the people that buy the plants from them and resell them. We deal with both types of customers, right? There was a sales meeting. Sales meeting is small. Pause. Going on in the office right next to mine, and they were talking about a particular customer, and the owner of the company was like, "Oh, he's a grower, isn't he?" I gave him the full fledged, "Hey, yo, he's a grower. Is crazy work. Like, you sure you want to be talking about that kind of shit like during a sales meeting? It's disgusting. Absolutely disgusting." I mean, we all get a piece of the profits and our bonus at the end of the year. So I absolutely appreciate you going above and beyond to secure this guy's business. But dude, we don't want to hear about it. That's nasty. Even when I'm crying and talking about something serious, I still I still pause myself. Oh hell yeah. Same shit. And like I still AO other people. And on that podcast I was telling you guys about, the Let's Rap About It podcast. One of the guys was telling somebody, "Oh, motherfuckers will pause you at a funeral." And Mano was like, "Nah, come on, man, you can't be pausing nobody at a funeral." Then Fabulous was like, "What? Yo, I'm definitely pausing you at a funeral. You shouldn't even be talking like that around the dead, man." Oh, that was funny. All right, back outside. Oh, and I got water. I got water. Back up, little man. You're not allowed in the house. If you was allowed in the house, you'd already be in there. You little brat. Let's see. Oh, I told my sister that if I die before her, I need her to pause anyone that slips up, no matter what. You want to laugh? I told my friend, and he agreed that if I die before him, he got to show up to my funeral dressed like the Grim Reaper, and he just got to stand in the corner and not say nothing to anybody the whole time. Don't ever break character. I told the dude to put me at peace. Pause. I love. Now let me ask you a question though. Is your sister receptive to pause? Like, has she adopted the whole pause ting and ting? Moto Goat. Have you seen Trump make fun of that dude's ears? Nah, what did he say? Let me see something. Better over here. Yeah, much better over here. Yeah, she has. She has inherited. Yeah, that shit is so great. And you know what else is so great to me about this whole pause thing, right? Even without my contribution, it's already like on the move. Like people are pausing all over the place, right? And let me tell you something. We've been doing that shit in New York since I was a kid. Like literally, we started pausing people in the 1990s. Um, so it's like to see that it's really actually catching on now, and that other people at other places are picking it up like across the country. Like, dude, that shit is so fucking great. Yeah, she had. You know what I love, Alyssa? What up, James Conner? I love it when somebody that gets annoyed by it, right, after they keep hearing it over and over again, eventually they start to pick up on it and they start hearing shit like wanting to pause it, expecting a pause to come from somewhere. Cause I was talking about something, I forgot what, and she paused me. I was like a proud parent. That's how I feel every time you pause me. I taught her well. That is so great. That is so fucking great. Oh man, I called somebody. That dude that I was talking to at work today. I called him with a few good pauses, man. I can't remember what they were now. It's pissing me off. Alyssa, did you see the video when I paused that guy in the 7-Eleven, the short? Yeah, she was getting annoying at first, but she got used to it. She started to use yeah, because they start to hear it themselves. Like someone says some sus shit and they hear it now. Because they're so used to you pausing them all the time. Now that you're not there to pause, they're like, yeah, that sounds crazy. James Conner, Douglas Antonio. How you Douglas Antonio? I'm in half pain. I'm starting to sit for a while, but now still have pain that comes and goes. Pause. Yeah, it's gonna be like that. Just try your hardest not to use those muscles. Let me go check it out real quick. Oh, it's far back, but it's funny. I was online at 7-Eleven and this dude walks in and tells the dude behind the counter, I was gonna grab a monster, but I already had three today. Pause. Real quick. Alyssa, you there? You still there? Did you go already? I want to tell you about a much better part. Yeah, I'm trying not to use the muscle pause. That was perfect usage of pause, James Conner. Yeah, if you need to like move your legs or something like that, like pick them up with your arms and move them. That's what I did. That's yeah. Shit, Bodo go call me slipping. Yeah, that's definitely a pause. If you want to need to move your legs, pick them up with your arms. Yeah, that's crazy. Might as well tell him put him behind his head. Yeah, man, I can't wait for Alyssa to come back. I want to tell you guys all about an amazing pause video that I have posted on my channel, but I really don't feel like repeating it. Fuck it. Who cares? Now I can never repeat it myself before. So I was out on a little small group ride with two other people, right? Motorcycle ride. Pause. And one of them, I knew him from YouTube, but I was meeting him for the first time. The other dude was his homeboy that I never knew anything about until that day. So, buddy pulls up on me and he's asking me, I didn't put all this part in the video, but he's asking me if I mind getting on the highway because I was on my grind and shit, right? And I'm like, nah, I don't care. And he's like, all right, you be in the middle, I'll be in front, he'll be behind. Pause. Like, I got offended by that one. I was like, say what? I think I see it. Yeah, that one was fucking great. You be in the middle, I'll be in front, he'll be behind. Nah, bro. Absolutely not. You talking about somebody else, bro. You guys go ahead, do your thing. I'm good right here. Oh man. I'm back. I didn't find it. I'll throw you the link. Did you see the link I posted you today? I can't remember what the fuck it was for, but it was some funny shit. Yo, so listen, I was just telling them a story that I wanted you to hear. You ready for me? Time is the trade, right? Facts. Not on my watch. Alyssa, let me know that you out there. Let me know when you're ready for this. I'm telling it just for you. I already said it. Pause. Yeah, we're at pause. All right, so I have this video too. I'll post you the link on a comment. I was out riding my Grom. Pause exempt, except whatever. So I was with two other people, and one of them comes up to me. He goes, "You be in the middle. I'll be in front. He'll be behind." And obviously, I paused him real quick with the offended look. Pause. And then I threw in the audio on that. It was at this moment he knew he fucked up. And then the kid goes, "You got my ass." He doesn't understand. He doesn't get it. Yeah, but that's my favorite pause video. I really wish that shit would have went stupid viral. I got like I think 11,000 views, 14 maybe. Yeah, he told me before. Yeah, they gotta see that. Throwing a link. Yo, help me, please. Help me fucking share those, man. Those are the ones that I really want to see viral. But did you see the link that I posted today in your comment? I'm not sure if YouTube even lets them on. Sometimes they block them, I think. I bet I'm allowed to kind of like promote you on my channel. What the fuck? What you mean allowed? I would be honored. But with that video, the pause videos, I meant more like sending them to your friends and shit. You know what I mean? Like people that are gonna laugh and send them to other people. I think so. You just told me about it today. Yeah, there was some short that I saw that for some reason I wanted you to see. So I posted it as a comment on one of your shorts today. All right, cool. I still haven't decided if I like this shit or not. Oh man. Chat. Pausing ain't easy, but it sure is fun. I'm right now as we speak. Oh shit, Moto Goat, you still there? I'm right now as we speak working on the next pause. If anybody missed the last one, it's still up there on the channel. It's only 5 minutes long and it's untouched, no reactions or nothing. It's just raw pause material, right? Compilation of just wild shit that people said in random YouTube videos that I was watching. And I'm like, yo, if anybody doesn't understand the importance of calling pause, once they watch this video, they'll get it. It starts off with a dude saying, "Oh man, when it's that, you know it's long when people got to come and help." Then the next clip was someone saying, "My father was violated 5 times," and the next clip was on, "Yeah, so I used to stop by his house, and that's when he would give me his package." And it just keeps getting worse from there. It's just ridiculous pause after ridiculous pause. And what's it called? I am right now in the middle of working on the next one. So listen, I was just talking about the pause compilation and how I am actively working on the next one. And the next one is gonna be fire because I'm not gonna rush it. Pause. I'm gonna put it together and I'm gonna react to it and I'm gonna get the yo Mark. We get that dude. Do you know about Yo Mark, Alyssa? Freaking love that bitch. So in the back, please. No, but even you missing part of it. And I thought they were gonna hit in the back, please. All right, so check this out. You're gonna absolutely love this. Gyals in Paris. And look through the shorts, all right? And you want to find the ones how regular English sounds to Jamaicans. There's a Home Depot one, there's an Allstate one, right? The first one I ever saw that had me dying, dying. Dude plays both characters, the customer and the employee. Goes into a coffee shop, and now as the customer, he's talking, with an American accent, and as the employee, he's Jamaican. So he goes into the coffee shop and he goes, "Can I get a number 3 decaf?" And the employee's like, "And what kind of milk would you like with that?" Customer goes, almond milk. I only drink almond milk." And the Jamaican's like, "Bomba clock." What do you say? You say you want almond milk? And it shows you on the screen, ALLMON, almond milk. And the guy's like, "Yeah, almond milk." Yo, Mark, you the man say? Man say him want every man milk to blood clot. Then Mark is like, "Dirty boy, that man." So now it goes back to the customer. Wait, I never said that. I never said that at all. He's like, I thought you said you want almond milk. Yeah, almond milk. He's like, "Yeah, man, fish." The Jamaicans call gays fish. And then he starts calling them all different colors. "Listen to me now, parrotfish. You ever take your bumper clock next door? Not sell no milk for a man over here." Then he does the Home Depot one. Hi, I'm thinking about redoing the floors in my house. And the Jamaican goes like, "All right, what are you thinking about? Tile or carpet?" And the guy's like, "Oh, I was thinking about hardwood." But joke this to him, McLeod. Yo, Mark. Man say what? Stiff cocky to Bumbleclad. And the guy's like, what did I say? You not say you want hardwood. Hardwood or what then? Oh shit. And then shit, there's so many fucking great ones. So many great ones. Um what else? What else? What else? All right, so when they run a train on a chick, the Jamaicans call it a battery. And the chick goes into the auto parts store and she's like, "Hey, me and my husband broke down. We need a battery." Bomba clot. He say, "You want a battery?" Your nastiness. Yo, Mark. She said she want we fuck she and she husband to bomba clot. I never said that. You know, I say you want a battery. Listen, fisherwoman, don't make me call the Coast Guard to come pick up you and your merman. Sea sponge. And then he called her Ursula on the way out. Ursula. Then they call hood is basically how they say wood. So you can deduce from there what hood means. So the motherfucker goes to his door. "Hey, I'm so and so from the neighborhood watch." You see him cover himself up. He had his robe on. He's like, "Rumba Cloud neighborhood watch." He's like, "Listen, me your neighbor, but you can't watch my hood. You see me?" He's like, "I need protection. You need protection. Protect yourself with your blood clot shell, you turtle." Yo, that whole series is fucking hilarious, man. There's another one where they take a clip from somebody else's video though, and then pretending, they got the camera going back and forth like they're the film crew for this video, and the guy's sampling different kinds of hot sauce, and one of them is called Walker's Wood, and he's eating it. Me not gonna lie, Walker's Wood tastes nice. And then you see the dude, "I quit. Put in my 2 minutes notice." Oh shit. He said, "Man saying give Walker Edders." Mark's like, "What? Him give Walker Edders. Shine him. Dirty bumper ass clot, pussy bumper blood clot boy that man." That's when Mark pulled out all the stops. Oh, and I think it was the neighborhood watch guy when they're running down the list of all types of different fish that they're calling them, right? Mark was like, "Caviar. Yeah, man, him a fancy fish." Then there was the Allstate one. "Hey, I want to report a claim." "Okay, were you at fault or were they at fault?" "No, no, they were at fault. They rear-ended me." He's like, "Bumbleclad." They went up in your rear. Yo, Mark. Man said catch a backass to Bumbleclad. Mark hit him with the dirty boy that man. And what's it called? Uh he started telling, "Listen, automobile insurance we deal with. You need health insurance, brother. We're not deal with nothing that end up in your rear." Alyssa, off topic. Do you like coconut water? I like coconut water, like straight out the coconut. I have never tried coconut water from the store. If it tastes the same, then yeah. Motherfucker said, "Automobile insurance we I deal with, brother. You need health insurance. When I deal with nothing will end up in your rear." Yeah. Oh shit. And then it's funny because they give you both perspectives. Like depending on which view you want to see. They show you from the customer's view or they show you from the employee's view. Oh man, yeah, you gotta find those though. I'll try to send you a couple on the fucking on a comment. But yeah, Gallus in Paris, that guy's fucking hilarious. Then there's this other dude, Ash NYC. He's a young kid with Jamaican family, and he's always making fun of like how old school like the Jamaican uncles are and everything. And he's like, there are five guys, and the kid orders a hot dog, and the uncle was like, "No," he's on the phone while the kids are ordering, and he hears the kid order a hot dog. He's like, "No, no, miss, we don't do them types of things. Fire for that. Already we in a place called Five Guys. Already have a bun. On top of that, you want a hot dog? Fire for that." You found his channel? All right, that shit is great. You're gonna love that shit. Uncle calls him up and asks him if he wanted to from 7-Eleven. Yeah, me get me a pack of Skittles. Whoa, Skittles? You want to taste the rainbow? Fire for that. No man for taste rainbow. All right, give me a pack of Gushers. Fire for that. No man for eat candy that when them eat it, juice bursting in their mouth. Fire for that. Oh man. That oh shit. That, he's like, the grandfather or the uncle was helping him with his homework, and he kept getting the answer wrong. He's like, "This is hard. I'm just trying to succeed." Like, blood clot, we talk about hard and suck. No, no man for talk about hard, and no man for suck no seed. You want to excel. There's a gay kid in my class, and they call him Skittles. I heard he's really trying to succeed. No man for talk about hard, and no man for suck no seed. Fire for that. That shit is too funny. And it's funny because the Jamaicans really be like that. Like it'd be a lot of flamboyant gays over there. And then like the rest of the population just has such a hatred for them that anybody that says anything like somewhat sus, like pause worthy, they really do get offended. I'm still tripping over Skittles though. That's comedy. All types. They said he was playing asking what video games playing Dragon Ball Z. Dragon Ball Z? No man for play video game with ball in the name. Fire for that. No man for play video game with ball in the name. But definitely the Yo Mark shit is funnier. Like by far. Someone ordered a cocktail. Oh, that one I can't remember. The other one, for some reason, I remember them exact words. The cocktail one, I can't remember exact words on that one, but that one was a good one. Um, oh man. So there's a liquor, a strong rum called Ray and Nephew. What up, Sky Dog? So what's it called? Is a liquor called Ray and Nephew. Um, oh, Sky Dog, man, this ain't back in the day. They rule everything now. Like they don't get bullied. Like they don't have nothing to worry about. They're the most popular kids in the fucking school now. They good. So they got a rum called Ray and Nephew, right? And the Jamaican dude was talking to the neighbor, and he was like, "Yeah, I didn't get Kobe because I spent the whole time drinking Ray and his nephew." Oh man, yo, Mark, mine said have a threesome with two man. Dirty boy, that man. He's like, then at one point he told, I tell you to go suck your mother, but your mouth already full with Ray. So good morning. Oh, it's morning for you. They really are. That's interestingly funny. Good for them. Like Biggie said, motherfucker, this ain't back in the day, but you don't hear me though. Remember we used to dump, but now the glass, Brian. Yeah, we were just talking earlier about how she's spreading a pause epidemic amongst her classmates. And I am responsible for teaching her the art of the pause. So she has been unleashed on a school of unwitting teenagers who now must really watch what they say. Because if it sounds sus, Alyssa's gonna pop out of nowhere talking about, hey, yo, excuse me? Don't think that's inappropriate for school? Pause taking over No Diddy. Well, No Diddy was like a phase, but Paul's been around since the 90s. But it's always been like just a New York thing. And now other people are starting to catch on. So it's becoming like a nationwide, dare I say it, worldwide thing. But when Diddy's escapades came to light, Diddy became a thing, but with a very niche crowd, and it didn't really last. But Pause is here to stay. No Diddy is acceptable though. No Diddy absolutely work. That's like if you rent a car and you tell them you want, the Nissan Maxima, and then you get there and they don't have a Nissan Maxima. So they give you a Honda Accord V6 instead. I mean, same shit. So if somebody chooses to throw out a no Diddy, and save them from ending up on a t-shirt. That'd be all right. And if you're not familiar with the t-shirts, we screenshot people's pause-worthy comments out of context for future printing out of context on t-shirts. So that's how that goes. We are trying to spread pause awareness. I want to go out there and have a petition. I'm going to do it not for the petition's sake, but for the video's sake. I want to go out there with a petition to normalize calling pause when people say something sus in public. Like if somebody sneezed, somebody's gonna say God bless you, you know. But um what's it called? If somebody says something sus, like people are gonna walk by and not even pause it. And that's just rude. What if there's kids listening? You want to make sure those kids know that you didn't mean it like that. So a simple pause will save a lot of heartache to a lot of people. So we got to start spreading awareness, right? I think we're gonna make fuck it. Let's make April Pause Awareness Month. No, we'll do May because April's already finished. We're gonna make we're gonna make May Pause Awareness Month, and we're gonna go out there and we're gonna spread the word to people, and see if they have empathy. So I have a project due tomorrow, and what's the project about? And you sound just like me. And I never grew out of that shit. If you're gonna assign me something, it might as well be due tomorrow because I'm not gonna start it until it is. That's a good idea for merch. Hell yeah. I just gotta get a good logo and a name for the clothing. I have to make a menu, but in Spanish. I just started it. Why don't you just make the menu in English and then just translate it? And I'm not even talking about like with Chat GPT and nothing like that. I'm saying like so this way it's easier for you to think out the items for the menu and you don't miss nothing. Just write out the whole menu in English and then now go back and just translate it all yourself though. It has to be made on paper. Yeah, the final draft has to be made on paper. The final draft, but not the the scrap and all that shit. So that's what I mean. Just on your computer or on your phone or whatever, just make yourself a menu in English and then translate it yourself into Spanish as you write it down on the paper. That shouldn't take long. That's something I would have done at home. All has to be by hand. I'm gonna let that one slide. But that don't make sense to you though? Oh my bugging. He's so big brain dude. I mean, that just seems like obvious to me. I don't know. The gym has these monkey bars. All right, this is Sky Dog Pigpen talking. The gym has these monkey bars. And I want to do pull-ups on them. I misjudged. By the way, every time I skip like that, it's because the fucking chat moves while I'm trying to read. All right. Misjudged where my hand was going. That's where you threw that pause in there. Huh? I misjudged where my hand was going, so I pause. I'll insert it for you. All right. So the gym has these monkey bars. I went to do pull-ups on them and misjudged where my hand was going. Pause. I think this cute girl watched me slam my head on the bar. Pause again. I'll let you use that pause twice. That absolutely sucks, bro. It's fucked up, man, when something embarrassing happens in front of a hot chick like that because they're way more concerned with how smooth you are and how capable you are than they are about how you look. So it's like you could be like the best looking dude in the world. Chick could be all on your dick, right? As soon as you do something embarrassing like that, all of a sudden you're a joke to her. She'll never respect you again. It's that simple. Like it's like a switch that gets flipped. That's such a shame. Meanwhile, we're the exact opposite because you know why? They want somebody better than them. Whereas we don't care about that. So if the chick is really hot, you already have worried that she's better than you. When you see her do some dumb shit, it brings her down a little bit, and now you feel more comfortable to talk to her, you know? So it's like how she looks is really the main thing that's driving the desire to talk to her. You know, she does some dumb shit, you know, it's like she's gonna get a pass. Dudes, we don't get a pass. You might as well at that point not even think about that chick as a perspective. Just move on to the next one. Sad but true. I mean, I have salvaged it a couple of times in my life, but pause in advance, the juice was not worth the squeeze. It takes an awful lot of work. And if you're willing to put all that work in on somebody that you didn't already fuck up in front of, it'll get you so much further. Bro, it sucks. I never see her in the room. I didn't even realize she was there. That's when it always happens, bro. Always fucking happens. This chick came up to me in the Wawa parking lot, and she was cute, man. She wasn't like all out hot, but she definitely looked good, right? And we're talking or whatever on my bike at the time, and we're talking, and then she ends up asking me for my number, so I gave it to her. And this is when my bike was acting up and it kept cutting off and shit. So like it looked like I was stalling out. You know, it kept cutting off in front of her when I was trying to take off. She never fucking called me. It's like she went out of her way to build up the courage to come approach me. And that dumb shit with my bike made her change her mind altogether. Oh man. That's the way the cookie crumbles. It's because women are the gatekeepers. They were designed to make sure that only the best top men would reproduce. And that made sure that, you know, that there wasn't any weak genes being passed down. So once women started to become promiscuous, that's why you got all these weak people out there. Because if they weren't like that, if they weren't so comfortable sleeping around and being single moms and all that shit, then they would make sure to pick the best possible mate that they could get, you know, and all the people whose genes are not strong would never get a chance to reproduce, and that was the way our species was designed. um, so that's why it's such a turnoff to them. when you do something embarrassing because now it's like it goes against that. I got down to turn around, pause, and actually do a set of pull-ups. And I saw her looking and turn her head the other way when I noticed her. She I know she saw. I've accepted I'm gonna expire alone, but it would be nice to have someone in my life. Nah, I mean that's not necessarily true, man. There's two things, main things. I mean, there's a lot to it, but there's two main things, right, that you gotta do if you want to be with someone sincere. Because right now people are pieces of shit. So don't just jump into a relationship with somebody just to not be alone because someone's gonna do some real fucked up shit to you. But if you want to be happy with somebody, man, you just gotta keep working on yourself. Always be trying to grow. Pause. Always be learning. Always be, exercising, keeping yourself, as good shape as possible. You know, make sure you maximize your potential at work. Just always be constantly just looking to better yourself. And then when you're around people, notice I didn't say women. When you're around people, just be yourself. Just get comfortable in your own skin. Just be genuine. Just, like go with the flow. Don't worry about pleasing people. Don't think about how your answer is going to be received before you give it. If there's something that you want to state to the crowd, like, go right ahead. Don't think about what they're gonna, how they're gonna care about it. And you'll end up with, surrounded by people that like you just for who you are. And some of those people are going to be women, and then when you live your life like that with such confidence, it's like all the women that are around you are they're around you because they want a chance with you. So now, you just gotta decide which one you want to throw the chance to. Well, yeah, and when you go out places, no matter where you are, whether it's the beach, a shopping mall, supermarket, whatever, talk to people, but everybody, not just women. Just be friendly. Like, get yourself in that friendly vibe. You know what I mean? Like talk, find a dude at the bar that just looks friendly and just, hey, what's going on, man? It's your first time here. My name is, and you find yourself when you have no stock in it, and when it's not a woman you're trying to attract, when you're not trying to pick somebody up, it's a lot easier for you to initiate a natural conversation, right? And after you've already initiated 5 or 6 natural conversations throughout the course of a night, when you go up to the hot chick that you want to take home, bro, you just go with the flow. Just do the same thing with her that you did with the other 5 people that you were talking to earlier, and just talk to her. Just start a genuine, conversation. And then except at the end of that conversation, you exchange phone numbers. You really do have some good advice. Thanks. No doubt, man. They say people that make a lot of mistakes have good advice. Mhm. I have definitely fucked up time and time and time again. So I try to learn from the mistakes that I make. And I've made an awful lot of 'em. And then I try to share the advice. See, I know you're not a kid, but I try mainly for the kids, to try to share my experiences with them. So this way, they like give them the cheat code, like let them start from where I made it to. And who knows where they'll be 20 years from now, but that's what it is. Same way I didn't listen when I was a kid. They don't listen now. So, but us old timers though, we sure know that each other's advice is valuable. That's one thing about being old. You know your shit. All right, peoples. I'm gonna go ahead and call it a night. I got an awful lot of organization to do right now that I'm not looking forward to. Then I got to get something to eat, get myself cleaned up. The whole process. Yeah. I don't have work early tomorrow, so uh, I see you guys in the afternoon on the other channel. Though. You know the other channel. I Douglas Antonio. AYEDOOGLAS Antonio. Two O's in Douglas. I Douglas Antonio. The show. See you on the next one. Alyssa, you know my other channel, right? The motorcycle one. Hope to see you on the stream. Yeah, you know that channel, right? You've been there before. I think at least once or twice on my volume. So I was maybe confusing you with somebody else. All right, all jokes aside, though. Good night, everybody. Appreciate you for sticking it out. Pause. Appreciate you, Alyssa, for spreading the pause awareness. So yeah, we're gonna make this happen. May is Pause Awareness Month. We're gonna spread the word. We're gonna tell people it's common courtesy to pause any kind of wild shit, whether it's you saying it or you hear somebody else saying it. However, that wild shit comes across your dashboard, only you can pause flaming. Um, I don't know. We got to figure out a spin off from the only you can prevent forest fires. We gotta figure out some kind of only you can prevent, like zesty miscommunications or something. All right, tomorrow, peoples.